Hey Tires, welcome to another AvidMax Tying Tuesday. Today's fly is the Krystal Bugger. Krystal Bugger is a great variation of a classic woolly bugger. It's just kind of a flashed out version, and today we're going to show you the Purl color. So to start this out, we're going to use a Tiemco hook. This is the TMC 5263, doing a size 6 today. Then we're going to add some thread. The thread we're using is the uni thread in 6/0 white. I'm going to have this version be a cone head version with a brass medium gold cone head. We're going to add a little bit of weight using the lead wire. I'm using just a little bit of weight. This is the 0.015 diameter. We're going to add some Keo Hackle today, the Grizzly Hackle, to the fly around the body. So we're using the Extra Select Marabou today. We'll also add a little bit of flash, the Crystal Flash and Purl. And then we're going to wrap the main body of our fly is going to be a bit of this Cactus Chenille, medium and Purl. And then we'll rib it all out with some white UTC brassy size wire. All right, so I got my cone bead, my cone head bead on there. Got some lead wire under there. I had the just 0.015 today, but you might want to go a little bit heavier. The 020 or 025 would be good as well. Maybe tie some different variations of weight, because then if you're out fishing stillwater or river fishing, whatever you're doing, then you have a variety and you can find depth, figure out where the fish are suspended at. So we're going to start with some of the UTC white 6/0 thread here, just a nice strong thread, and we're going to wrap down our lead, and we'll go back and work our way into tying in the tails. So we're using the Extra Select Marabou today. It's just a great, real feathery marabou as opposed to the woolly bugger marabou. You also get a lot longer strands, which is nice. You get a nicer looking full tail when you use this stuff. So I have just a couple of feathers that I clipped off of the quill, and we'll prepare to tie those in right on the back here. So we'll measure out length of our body, just like so. Go maybe just a little bit further, because that'll give us room to trim down as well. So I'll pull out some of these extra Duffy fibers that aren't cooperating, and we'll come back and tie in our marabou, just like so. So just cross wrap it in real nice like that. We can clip out our excess. I'm going to leave just a bit to help level out my body there, since we have the lead on the front. We'll take the back end of the marabou right up to it. It'll help even things out a little bit. So we'll just make sure this is locked in place, just like so. And then we'll secure it all down to the hook shank. Nice and tight. Okay, so we got our tail tied in there. I'm just gonna pull this up and we're gonna clip, those are bugging me a little bit. We'll clip out those extra long ones. Get them out of the way. So, Krystal Bugger, we're gonna add some flash. And this is just the Purl Crystal Flash. I'm going to tie in, take 2 strands, tie them in just short of the length of the tail on either side. So we'll start on the side closest to me, secure them down, and then you can pull over your excess, your tag end there, so to speak, over to the other side of the hook. Get them to cooperate with me. And wrap them down on that side. You pull them both back so they stay on the sides of the hooks. And just wrap them to the tail, just like so. And then I'll trim out the excess on that side again, just short of the hook. You can see it just adds kind of a lateral line illusion there for this fly. So from that part, I have a little bit of white wire, just kind of trying to keep it stealthy. I'm just using this for the hackle, not for any extra coloration or anything. So it's going to blend in on this fly. We'll wrap that in, stick it in our material holder, keep it out of the way for now. I'm gonna Build some bulk on the front end, level things out here before I bring my chenille in. Okay, so that's the next material we're going to tie in is the Purl Cactus chenille. This is the medium. If you go any larger, you might need to use the large size. What I like to do is I'm going to just strip off the flash down to the yarn so that I can tie it in and not build any bulk, or very little bulk rather. We'll secure that to the hook shank. Take our thread back all the way down, secure it down, and then we'll move our thread to the front, get it out of the way here, and half hitch it off. This is a great fly. It's a great attractor pattern. It's a great, I like fishing in still water most of the time. There's shad or any other kind of bait fish that this might imitate well. This is also one of my favorites because I was the first fly I ever caught a pike on the fly with. So that was pretty cool using the Krystal Bugger. But now we're just gonna palmer wrap up to the front, touching to make a nice flashy, very, gives the illusion of movement, this flash, I believe. It's a great looking fly when it's all done. So right up into that bead there, you can see I didn't clip my crystal flash. Now I'm getting all tangled in it. But I do that just to save. You can see I have it just hanging here. If you're wrapping without a rotary, it's kind of hard to do, but with the rotary vise, it's really nice. You can just leave the material hanging, and that way you're not wasting it. You're not guessing how much it's going to take to get to the front of the fly. But we'll capture it here and cut it out of the way. So the last material we're going to add to the fly here is our hackle. Just using a little bit of the Keo Grizzly hackle on this to add some contrast to the fly. Everything else is white, but we're going to add a little bit of black coloration to it for some contrast. And so I'm just going to clip some barbels off towards the front here to give myself a tie-in point right on the front. And then we'll just wrap that down, clip out our tag in there, and make sure it's nice and secure. We'll give one behind it as well. Out some of those barbels that I trapped. Half hitch off once again. So we'll do a couple wraps right on the front here, and then start to go back, and we'll just open palmer all the way back to where that wire is hanging out. So once you feel like you got your body covered nicely there, you can let your hackle pliers hang and hold some tension on that hackle feather. Just get all our marabou out of the way of the wire here. There we are, and then we're going to use that to capture that hackle, just like so. And then we're going to take it on forward just to secure everything down. And as you go forward, just kind of wiggle through your hackle there, so you're not trapping too many barbels. It's kind of inevitable to get some, but this helps kind of cut through it all. And then right up on the front here, so I can get some of these out of the way. Keep a nice bushy head. There we go. Right to the bead, and then we'll come in and capture that with our thread. Just like so. Wrap it down real nice, and then we'll come in and spin off that brassy wire. Brassy always takes me a little while. There we are. And then we can whip finish it. Like so. A couple more things I'm going to do here. I'm going to come in, we'll clip out that piece of hackle that we don't need in there. Get that one out of the way. Check out our tail. Just make sure it's how we like it there. And then I'm going to take my bodkin and go through, and if I did trap any of these hackle fibers, I can pull them out using the bodkin or the dubbing needle. Just be careful when you're doing this not to pull the quill of the hackle, or you can pull it out and then it'll come unraveled on you. So, but if you got some trapped, sometimes it's good to go get those out. And then a little bit of head cement, and that's all there is to a nice pearl white Krystal Bugger. Just a variation of the woolly bugger with a lot of added flash to it. There you are, there's your finished Krystal Bugger. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you have a fly you'd like to see us tie in the future, leave us a comment below. For more fly fishing and outdoor related videos, subscribe to the AvidMax YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.
My heart over my mind, I'm not over